Alrighty, guys. Hey, Butters. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Paco! What's up, buddy? Paco, you know you got a lot of people that ask about you, right? Paco. You've got a lot of followers here on YouTube. I think half our subscribers just want to see you. So, Miss April on YouTube, there's your Paco. He's right there. He's all good. And Butters is here. They're like peanut butter. Chocolate and peanut butter. Isn't that right? I hope he's gonna eat food. Okay, so posted that video about the Corollas, and I got a lot of people telling me what we should save and which one and yada yada yada. I got one good comment, and then some friends here on the real life told me a few things too. So, well, what we saved was like I said, the corner lights. I got both of them out of the wagon, so I've got two passenger sides, the driver's side. I don't remember where I put the driver's side, but I got the driver's side one. It's here somewhere. Also got the cargo cover out of the wagon, both pieces. There's another turn signal piece. I got the center glove box because glove boxes for the AE 101s and 102s are not easy to come by, and that right there is part of the reason they break at the bottom. But luckily the two bottom ones are pretty much intact. I can put washers down there and a big washer up here, just like I did for the glove box in Charlene. Charlene got a glove box with had the same little cracks in it, and a little bit of love, and she was good to go. Now I'm curious because I don't know where I put the other corner light. That's weird. Anyway, I'll look for it in a minute because I'm gonna need to find both the corner lights. So anyway, everybody was talking about what we should save or which one, and I was curious. That's why I asked, you know, which one did y'all think we should save, the wagon or the sedan? I really wanted the wagon, but as y'all saw, the body damage in the back right quarter, where it had either been bondoed or just rotted, was kind of bothered me a little bit because I didn't know what the rest of it looked like, and if I could fix that with my home tricks, as I call them, that we use. So, and then the burgundy one, it needed a transmission, where we think. I actually ended up getting it running. I don't think I filmed that. We got it started. It would move forward, but when you tried to back up, it would back up, but it would jerk, and it'd make a grinding noise, which the 3 speeds are notorious for. So we would have had to have put a transmission in it regardless, or Jesse could have just Flintstoned it backwards. So anyway, what we ended up saving out of all the cars at the junkyard, we did save a car that was there. So it was the burgundy one. Ha! I gotcha. Yeah, save the burgundy one. Look how great it looks beside mine. Oh, I'm so excited. What? Yes. How about this? 2 videos in one day. I got 1 comment from somebody saying save it, and they wanted me to also save the wagon. I can't right now, but I saved this one. I listened to you. Saved it. So it's in good shape. Pretty clean, pretty straight, pretty nice. Had a title, had no keys. So this is what happened. The ignition, I ripped all out of it. Someone's been in here before with like a remote start or some shit, maybe, I'm not sure. But right there's the eyeball. That's how I usually get it started the first time. Within the eyeball, the clip fell off and all the little bearings fell out. So now I'm trying to look up a schematic on hot wiring it for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's got 6 wires in it in total. And there's writing on here. It says ignition, ACC, which I guess accessories. AM1, ST1, 1G2, and AM2. So I understand accessory and ignition. So those two are important. And I know the big wires are always your power feed stuff, like your 12 volt constant and juice. So they're there, and then grounds and stuff. But anyway, if anybody knows where I can link me to a schematic, please do that. Plus, we're gonna put a new ignition in it anyway because the steering wheel was locked, which is why I had to do this. So I got to drill these bolts out to get this off, and then go drill another one out of a junkyard car to put in it, because that got chewed to pieces by my air hammer. So hooked it up at the junkyard, air hammered that thing out just so I could hear it clicking. It's still trying to catch. Just so I could steer it onto the trailer. I didn't drive this one home, sad face. Almost everything I have brought from that junkyard I have driven home. Except this one. This one also still has a hole in the gas tank. Yeah. This was a car destined for death. It was already marked. The tank had a hole popped in it. I patched it with a rag and a screwdriver to get it home. Or to try to see if it ran. It was still going to leak a little bit, but it would hold enough gas in there I could start it. So, faded paint, typical stuff. Got the just bland taillights in it. No fancy trim piece in the center. That'll probably stay for now unless I can find one of the really nice ones, like the Philippine looking ones or whatever. This is the one I'm currently running in mine, which is the 50/50 lights, the clear on clear, and then the burgundy splash panel, the reflective one, with the white lights or white reflectors to match into the tail lights. And I think that looks pretty freaking awesome. Mine had this one on it. We went through a few, I don't know if you guys remember. So, I don't necessarily hate the orange on red, but most of them are orange on red that you see. Also, I don't know what's going on with this muffler tip and the little curly donut end that it has on it. That's got to go. I don't know why it has to go. I just don't like it. This one was actually manufactured in Japan. There is next to no rust in it. These two mud flaps on this side have cuts in them, like they've hit stuff, or a weed whacker. These two are gone because I stole them, just in case I wasn't going to be able to save the car. I took that stuff off. Door panels, let's start. Good shape cloth, good shape windows, crank like butter, manual locks. Seats, good shape. This one is unhooked for unknown reasons. I'll have to hook that back in. That'll drive me insane. Rear seat, it is the non-foldable seat. We can change that out. But it does run 1.6 car, yada yada yada, no cruise control. Came with air conditioning and power steering, that was it. Now 4AFE, say it with me. Anyway, everything looks okay under here. No major leaks. Bottom of the motor's pretty decently dry. Valve cover doesn't look like it's leaking. These are non-interference engines, by the way. In case you're wondering, non-interference. You can drive these if that belt breaks. In theory, you can pull over, get it towed, have a new belt put on it, you're good to go. So we will check the timing belt. It'll probably get a timing belt, but it probably won't be right now. Right now, I've got to patch the tank, change the ignition, and I guess put some corner lights back in it since I stole them. But I am super excited. You can see it bumped something over here just a little bit. I've got some body repair stuff. I can get this out. And I can also get that bumper to mount back up in there all the way, more than it is now, and then bend this corner back out. Just a hair, just a hair. But the body's straight. Other than that, it came from a car lot. They had sold it to a couple, and they had just put new tires on it. Check out those babies. Look, still got little teeny nipples on the side here and there. Brand new tires. So we'll throw a 3-speed in it. I'm thinking, guys, hear me out. 5-speed swaps are terribly hard to find. maybe not where you are, but where I am. Oh, and there's the wind, sorry. 5-speed swaps are hard to find. I've been waiting on one for mine, so there's no way this thing's getting a 5-speed before mine that I've had for years is getting us 5-speed. If anything, if I find a 5-speed, I'll put the 5-speed in that car and put the 4-speed in this car. I think if I've looked at it right, I can bolt the 4-speed up to this motor, of course, no problem. Use all the fucking axles and shit from the 4-speed, no problem. I think you have to swap the ECU or the computer so that the car knows it now has a 4-speed instead of a 3. Otherwise, you're just gonna still shift 3 times and then that'd be the end of it. While a 4-speed would have another gear before it picked up the overdrive, like that one. So I'll probably find a good, I don't want to put a 3-speed back in it preferably. They're not known for being great, but then again, LKQ doesn't sell junk parts. You know, they get cars in because they were wrecked or illegally parked, not because they were falling apart like a junkyard does. Junkyards get cars because they're broken, like this. LKQ gets cars because they were wrecked or, like I said, illegally parked, you know, stuff like that. Repossessed by the city kind of deal, what have you. So usually 99% of the time the stuff you get from their yard still runs and drives. It was in there because of other reasons. So mechanically they're sound. So if I could find a 3-speed relatively cheap, that might be the route to go. I really don't want to do that though. I would rather put a 4-speed in it and have the 4-speed only shift 3 times than leave it a 3-speed, because the 4-speeds, guys, personally are indestructible. I've seen them go well into the 400,000 mile range without a hitch. For example, the wagon at the junkyard. A wagon is a bigger, heavier version of these cars. It was using the 1.8 with the 4-speed automatic, and it had over 300,000 miles on it. And that's a heavier car to start with, and it was fine. So if I could find a 4-speed to put in it, even if I couldn't find the ECU, I'll leave it with a 3-speed ECU and just let it shift 3 times until I can find the right ECU to change and hopefully get it to shift all 4 times like it should. If not, I'll just drop a 3-speed in it, I guess. Hopefully I can find a 4-speed. That's my goal. And then maybe later on down the road, convert it to a stick. Because these are hydraulics, it's a little bit more involved than a cable clutch. But yeah, this is it. We brought it home. She's here to stay. Hooray! I filmed this because I'm about to go get the pressure washer and have a field day, because that's the first thing I love to do when a car comes home. She's got to get clean. Oh yeah, so clean. And it does have the airbag on this side, which is strange. I did not expect it to have the passenger airbag because it has no other options, but it does. That's pretty neat. So, I'm going to quit rambling. Thank you guys for the input on that video that's only been up for a couple of hours. All like 2 or 3 comments that are on there. I think it's 2. But anyway, someone said save them. I saved them. And now look, we got 2. I don't think you guys realize just how happy I am to have 2 Toyotas sitting in the driveway again. Especially Corollas. I've got some affinity with these Corollas. I don't even know. We're going to go get started. So those headlights are yellow. I can do the same thing. Look how clear those are. I can do the same thing to those headlights. Come on, camera. That I did to these. And have pretty, pretty headlights. Anyway, I'm rambling. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned. I'll post more stuff on this Corolla because you know I will. Oh, by the way, the hubcaps are coming off. I'm going to get Toyota appropriate hubcaps, like some factory Corolla hubcaps, because these are fucking 5-lug fucking they're fucking terrible. I'd rather have Steelies than those freaking hubcaps. But anyway, get the pressure washer, get it cleaned up. We'll see you in the next one, guys. Stay tuned. Subscribe if you haven't already. You're going to want to see this Corolla stuff. I don't know how in-depth... Oh, look, did you notice my trim fell off my door? Oh, I was so pissed. I've got it, though. It didn't fall all the way off. I got it before it came off on the road. So I just got to re-glue that. That was the only thing I've had to do. But, yeah, anyway. I don't know how in-depth we are going to get with modifying this car. Probably not like severely modified. We just want to make a nice, clean, daily drivable, you know, air conditioning, good suspension, handles okay. We're not going to try to slam it or crazy wheels or exhaust or anything. We just want a nice daily car for Jesse, actually, because Hondas are... He just put another motor in his, let me put it that way. So we're going to clean that Corolla up, throw a tranny in it, and then he'll be good to go. Anyway, I'm rambling. See you guys.